Ramadan is around the corner, and just like you and us, many of the world's giants are looking forward to it. Because why not? It's one of the most beloved months across the globe. Each year in Ramadan, world-known firms and state departments arrange iftars alongside fasting challenges where many non-Muslims do Islamic fasting to experience what Muslims experience the whole month. These events and arrangements cause people to understand the whole perspective behind fasting and Islamic culture. This year will certainly be different, because this time, it's the players from the renowned world-famous Premier League club Chelsea FC. Chelsea FC has just announced that they'll be conducting an open iftar on the 26th of March 2023 on the side of the pitch at Stamford Bridge Stadium, UK, which caused a lot of excitement in the physical and virtual Chelsea FC fan groups, especially among young Muslim men. This open iftar will be arranged by the staff itself, and it's expected that many of the Chelsea Muslim fans will be invited to sit at the table. It is said that they will also be inviting school students to enjoy the open iftar. The most interesting thing about it is that it's the first time ever any football team has arranged such an event. Chelsea wrote on its official website this week that, on Sunday 26th March, Chelsea Foundation will host an open iftar at the side of the pitch at Stamford Bridge, in what will be a first for the club and a Premier League stadium. Continuing above, they informed fans that the UK's largest community event in Ramadan, Open Iftar, allows Muslims observing Ramadan the opportunity to gather to break their fast together, as well as providing a safe space for mutual dialogue and engagement. Many of the young men loved the initiative and responded excitingly. One of the fans, Mubin, wrote on Twitter, "We the Muslim Chelsea fans are proud to be a part of such great development, and on behalf of the Muslim Chelsea fans, I can say we made the right choice choosing Chelsea as a club we support." The president of Chelsea Foundation told The Blues in his interview that, "I'm delighted to announce our open iftar alongside the Ramadan Tent Project, and we're extremely proud to be the first Premier League club to be doing so. Recognizing Ramadan and our Muslim community is a crucial aspect of our work in promoting religious tolerance, and I look forward to welcoming everyone on Sunday 26th March. Many people outside London might not be aware of the Ramadan Tent Project, but it's been one of the most popular projects in London since 2013, not only among Muslims but non-Muslims as well. The Ramadan Tent program was started when the founder of the tent program, Umar Salah, a Turkish descent footballer, noticed the condition of homeless university students during the London riots. In 2011, a lot of young people went through Ramadan without any food, and many were not even able to keep the fast by having proper suhoor because they didn't have anything to eat. It could be named as one of the hardest and most troublesome times for the new young Muslims coming to London for higher studies. Plus, the dark era of post-9/11 also played a huge role in increasing all the man-made distress for these young people hoping for the stars, even on the darkest nights on the streets of London. In one of his old interviews, Umar Salah told one of the interviewers, "I remember starting in the summer of 2011, when there was that huge outbreak of violence across the streets, and the lack of spaces for young Muslim people to engage in. So we wanted to ensure we had a safe space to break bread." In the same interview, he continued and said, "Our main aim in all of this is to bring communities together." It was years ago, and this resulted in him taking the initiative to help as many students as he could, which he is still doing. Later, he joined hands with a slew of influencers, politicians like Sadiq Khan, Oscar-winning celebrities like Riz Ahmed, and other prominent Muslim leaders in London to support his goal to feed as many as he could. Not only that, but he has received the backing of many renowned non-Muslims on his path of filling empty bellies. Several of them still visit his Ramadan tent event every year to discuss issues of coexistence and mutual respect. The support has increased so much that even Aston Villa Football Club, at the rate of AVFC Foundation, are also planning to take steps to support organizations arranging iftar campaigns this Ramadan, including the Ramadan Tent Open Iftar 2023. Seeing this momentous event being arranged with this amount of support, we can surely say that the game of football and its players have seen substantial transformation throughout the years. From Euro 2020 agreeing not to place alcoholic beverages in front of Muslim players during interviews, to famous Muslim players receiving unconditional praise for scoring goals for their leagues, and to Qatar, the first Muslim Middle Eastern state to host the Football World Cup last year, to major policy changes to protect the rights of Muslim players during Ramadan. Things have become more coexistent and Muslim-friendly, which was not expected in the period of post-war's decade. The FA states that it opposes all kinds of bias, as indicated in its Time for Change plan, where one of its primary drivers of change is to provide a sport devoid of prejudice. And so the rule states. Rule B5, Football and Religious Observance. A participant cannot be compelled to play football on bona fide occasions where religious observance precludes such activity, save where the participant 1. Has consented to do so on such occasions, or 2. Is registered as a player under a written contract, which shall be taken as consent to play on such occasions unless otherwise provided for in the contract. B. Annually, when planning programs, competitions shall define and notify agreed dates of such occasions. This regulation was originally applied to the grassroots league, where it was stated that any contests that fell within Ramadan can be contested either after the setting sun, after Iftar, or after Ramadan, after Eid. The Equality Act 2010 has also allowed Muslim players and fans to freely exist and express their love for the game. The love of the fans for Muslim players has also increased, which resulted in lesser racial attacks among league fans during the World Cup leagues. This reminds us of the clips we have seen go viral earlier, where Mo Salah's fans gather and chant, "If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. He's good enough for you, and I'll be Muslim too. If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. He's sitting in the mosque, that's where I wanna be. If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. If he scores another few, then I'll be Muslim too. If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. Sitting in the mosque, that's where I wanna be." Maybe it's because of this chant or Mo's fighting charm that Liverpool supporters have gotten more welcoming of diverse cultures throughout the years. Who knows? Despite this, there is still much room for improvement, particularly in verbal and nonverbal interactions. The online virtual exchanges that occurred during the World Cup last year, as well as the prejudice suffered by Qatar and Muslims through media outlets such as the BBC and state governments such as Germany, were highly disrespectful towards people of color and Islam. Let us know what you think about this in the comments.